Yes people, what is good? I am BA, back once again with another reaction in the Fallout series. This is episode 7 of season 1 and it is called The Radio, last episode. It chose to just follow a couple plot threads last episode. We got a lot more of Cooper's backstory, watching him doing the advertising campaign for the Vault Tech company, and then behind the scenes he was talking to a few people like the guy that went on to become the voice for Mr. Handy, and that guy who developed the power armor, etc. And we also got that scene with him conversing with his wife, and obviously his wife knows about the shadier side of Vault Tech, and also she is clearly still doing it for the benefit of her family, so you truly do see both sides of it. Although, you know, if you work for Vault Tech, you're working for Satan. That being said, if you know a bomb is imminent and they're one of the few people that can provide you and your family safety, and you have the potential within that to make sure you get into one of the vaults that aren't fucked up, then you would take it. So I completely see her side of it, but also I see Cooper's disgust for the company starting to come out, and my little theory was starting to come to fruition as well, because he was already mentioning that a bunch of actors walked off set from one of his movies because they didn't want to be associated with him because he was working with Vault Tech. And this led to the reveal at the end where he went to the church to go to a secret meeting to find out what his wife actually did, and at the church was Moldava. Now I do not know what the fuck she has been through. Obviously she was clearly part of some, you know, anti-establishment group or something like that, some anti-corporation group or something that knew some inside workings of Vault Tech pre-war. Cool, got that. Now how in the fuck did she both survive all that time and then decide to become the leader of a raider gang who typically don't have the morality you would associate with someone who was an anti-corporate freedom fighter pre-war? You know, they're very fucked up, they do horrible things, all the worst things you can imagine raiders do to people. So either we mistook her for a raider gang, and in fact they are not raiders and some sort of branch off of raiders where they're actually good raiders or freedom fightery raiders, or she has changed a lot since the bombs fell as well. But of course the main bulk of the last episode was Vault 4, and what a vault it was, holy shit. First of all, we find out they all have slight mutations. Maximus starts to get accustomed to the life in his little room while Lucy digs deeper around the vault, and then we got that final scene of her going into the secret testing labs and seeing the video footage of a pregnant woman underwater giving birth to loads of baby fish, and we also saw a giant version of that fish. I don't know what kind of fish that is, I don't know if it's been in one of the games. It did not look like a gulper, it's got straight up razor teeth, so it's not a gulper. But yeah, they are also down there in even bigger tanks. So I guess it's some sort of process where these women have been impregnated with the eggs of this fish species, give birth to them, and then they move the fish babies into larger tanks. And they also had backup pregnant women in cryopods, a shitload of them. So I do not know what the benefit of that scientific experiment is, but that's what I can gather was going on there, some absolute batshittery regardless. And while Lucy's looking around, they spot her, come in, a little struggle ensues, she shows off a bit of jiu-jitsu skill, but inevitably they overpower and grab her, and then we see Maximus just chilling in his room, loving life. So that's how last episode ended, and I cannot wait to see how this one begins. So without further ado, let's fucking do it. We only have 2 episodes left, and I have loved this show. This is episode 7 of season 1 of Fallout, The Radio. Let's check it out and see what it's saying to it.
Mr. Howard? I'm a big fan.
Who'd ever thought Moldava was a man and his dog fan? Well, I would love to think these are real sets, but I do have to say, even if buildings like this we see are CGI, it's impressively done, it really is. I hope this is a building somewhere, but even if it isn't, it's done well. Oh shit, they're bringing armoured NCR trooper gear into this show. I swear this decision was inspired by every short fan-made film regarding Fallout that's ever been made on YouTube, because for some reason every fan-made film ever chose this look, and it's a cool look obviously, it's a good armour from the new Vegas game. Even that shack looks so accurate to how one is in the game.
Sandra?
So Cooper's just showed up in these two guys' houses. What the fuck is he doing here?
You thought... Come on now.
Just toying with the man's fear of his daughter's murder. No one ever accused Cooper of being a classy guy. Post-bombs.
I'll tell you anything, as long as you leave us in peace.
Snitch.
We took up with that mad woman in the hills 2 years ago. We haven't heard from him since.
Oh, he might be lying about that. If I was Cooper, I wouldn't trust this guy. Of course he's gonna protect his son.
Rufus sent Tommy for the safe transport of an enclave defector.
He was a go-between between that scientist and Moldaver.
It was a little bit hard to read.
Maybe you shouldn't have brought up the fact you blasted the other brother straight through the chest. You could have slightly went around that in the conversation, but you know, plow straight on through. You are a Roman road when it comes to dialogue.
Am I really walking out of here today, or are you gonna try and draw on me for what I did to your big brother?
That's the question. I could probably trust the dad and I could trust the daughter because the dad wants to protect his kids, but that middle brother, he might come for revenge. Ah, man. I mean, the dad can't even be mad at that. Cooper just explained to him he knew exactly what he was thinking, and he still tried it. And at least the dad still has his daughter. Look, I know it's not a morally white act by Cooper, but all I'm saying is the shit could have went worse. This is a wasteland. You know what? I've got to say, that's a fucking borderline iconic choice with the duster being that tattered. Has that look ever been used before on a duster? Because what I love about it is we get all the coolness of the trench coat dustery look from westerns and things like The Matrix, etc. But then with it being tattered, it almost has a bit of like Batmanishness to it, if that makes sense. So it's a really interesting combination of visuals going on with the way his coat's working there. I know it's a weird thing to overanalyze. I'm just saying it's a really well designed character.
We were told the atom bomb meant the end of war.
I said in the intro she's maybe part of a rebel freedom fighter group. She looks a lot more official than that, perhaps even a politician.
We have more in common with them than we do with the people here in power, the real enemy.
That's about all the horseshit I can take.
Cooper's not buying this we are all one talk.
Those principles of yours, how much did Vault-Tec pay to take them off your hands?
Oh shit, he might be the gunslinger, but she's the one that just fired the shots.
We were developing this kind of technology that's difficult to monetize. Cold fusion, infinite energy.
Fucking hell, I would have never have had Moldaver pegged as a cold fusion engineer. Holy shit, that is quite the life she's lived. No wonder she's the leader of a raider gang.
I want your help in getting it back.
She's trying to turn him into an insider. That would be interesting. I mean, he's literally got to snake his own wife if he does it.
Good luck with the revolution.
You keep it. It's a token.
I've got to say, yes, you have to trust your significant other, but if a clandestine group approach you telling you it's probably a good idea to monitor what your wife's getting up to, what can you really lose? Yes, it's a breach of trust, but when being questioned about it at a later date, you can say, look, I was literally approached by a fucking cult telling me that you're up to no good. What would you have done, bitch? At which point, in my mind, she begins to apologetically fillet you.
We let you into our home, tended to your wounds, gave you food and water.
Well, there's letting someone into your home and there's sucking them via vacuum from the surface into your hell pit. Oh no, not another holotape from Vault 4. You already know this shit's gonna be fucking crazy.
I want to reiterate that a society governed by scientists is the ideal social structure.
I mean, you can't really argue that point when you've unleashed a monster that is about to kill you.
And hybridizing humans with radioactive resistant species still has potential.
Radioactive resistance species? Is that why they've all got these genetic mutations? Oh, it is a gulper. Okay. Last episode I swear it had razor teeth when we saw it swimming underneath the water.
But it's a stirring reminder of what this place is all about.
Making gulpers? I mean, I guess you gotta be about something.
His ancestors were used as lab rats by the original residents of Vault 4.
Creature in the video was actually my great uncle Peter.
First of all, hilarious obviously that Gulper is his uncle. Second of all, kinda cool that they're not as bad as we first thought. They are the rebellion experimented on group. That's cool.
You have infected our home with violence, and now you must pay the price.
What the fuck? I mean, how has she infected your home with violence? You were the guys that rushed and attacked her. She was just having a little scientific look around. Is this gonna spur Maximus to get out of his little wonderland? Come on, Maximus. She offered to make your cock explode and everything. One more mouthful's acceptable. Ninth Hall Red Rocket Truck Stop, Par 3. I was wondering where the dog is, so the dog's with the squire now. This dog's having quite a journey itself.
Oh, shit.
Oh my fucking god. That was really well done CGI foot effects. I'm not even mad at CGI, it made it way more grisly, even than a prosthetic could have. The way the toe wobbled slightly.
Everybody wants this. Guess what? It's mine. You think everything's for you.
That head raised that dog from a pup, okay? Of course it likes the head. It used to be attached to a body and thus be an actual person, but that doesn't matter to the dog.
This is a very important mission and I can't have you jeopardize it.
You fucking dickhead. I cannot believe you just did that, mate. I kinda liked you as a character until you did that.
You can breathe in there, right?
You better take that dog back out before I instantly write you off as a potentially likeable character. I hope someone else finds the dog at the Red Rocket Truck Stop, because that's where you find the dog in Fallout 4.
You deserve safety.
Earhead guy was loving that shit. Holy shit! No way they're gonna kill her.
Sentenced to death by banishment to the surface!
Oh. And the fact his sawing technique's incredibly inefficient makes it even better. Oh my god, this is great. I love that they teased this vault to be so evil, and in actuality they're just kinda weird.
You're just letting me go?
And what's even funnier is, Maximus is gonna plow in here in the power armor and start fucking people up, isn't he? Thinking it's a rescue mission that's needed.
Supplies to take with you. Thank you, Kathy. After that, you are on your own, Goosey.
They're so nice, and also, why the fuck is he still calling her Goosey? We'll chalk it up to the genetic mutation.
My friend really likes it here. And he's a good person.
This is the perfect speech to set up his entrance in power armor, waging war. You should have just stayed in your robe, Maximus. Oh god, I knew this is what was gonna happen. You know, you can't be mad at him, he's doing it with the best intentions. He saw her getting black bagged and dragged away. Such a tragic end to the Nuka-Cola machine.
They're letting me go.
Really?
Oh, I love the way this is written.
Somebody maybe check on him?
At least he didn't kill anybody. That's a shame, man. Maximus didn't deserve to be banished even after that. It was an honest mistake.
You know, I needed it for the armor.
Well, without their fusion core, their auxiliary power will only last a few days. And
You can't do that to them. They were too cool to do that to them.
if my dad found out that I destroyed an entire community to save him,
Yeah, you are killing a town, basically. You just can't do it, Maximus. You gotta figure out another way to power the armor, bro. That's cool he's doing it. Hey, what a legend. Deep down you're a good guy, Maximus. You've just had a rough life. Are they gonna have to go back into the building and get sucked in through the tubes again? Ah, right, he just threw it down the tube.
Thinking about those oysters?
It was good down there. They did kind of fuck up, man. That vault was cool. Yes, they were crazy people that rubbed human ash on themselves, but they were also nice.
But if you like oysters, I'm pretty sure you'll like canned tuna.
I actually prefer tuna to oysters. Fuck you.
I was supposed to marry a stranger from another vault. It didn't turn out so good.
The first half hour seemed like it was turning out alright.
When all of this is over, you could come and live with us in Vault 33.
Oh, how cool is that? I hope Maximus chooses this moment to tell her his real name and just come fully clean, but he'll be apprehensive about it because he did it with the Squire and the Squire just instantly hated him.
There's something I should tell you.
Hey, please do it, please do it.
Titus is the name of the knight who owned this suit before me.
What a legend. I'm loving Maximus's character progression this season.
So all that stuff you're saying, you know, about me being a good person.
Fuck, man, I don't know if anyone else was the same, but this is the moment that I fully like Maximus as a character.
Do you want to come and live with me in my vault?
Yeah.
That's so cool. This will 100% probably never happen, but just this moment is good to see. Even though it's not action-packed or there's no big twist to it or anything, that's legit one of my favourite scenes in the entire series, just because of how complex a character Maximus has turned out to be, and the way he was within that scene. I swear that's the music from the Minutemen radio. Who the fuck is this guy? This isn't the chicken fucker, is it?
Haven't run into many people traveling with a human head.
Oh, it's not.
It is the chicken fucker. This Squire has bad luck choosing people to follow.
Take a look at that tattered tootsie of yours.
I mean, I wouldn't let nobody look at any body part of mine they referred to as a tattered tootsie. Just a rule I have.
Serums and potions for every malady and misfortune.
Oh, this sounds like some absolute bullshit.
I don't have caps, but...
Oh my.
Don't give an item as expensive as that to a chicken fucker. Let me reiterate, this man fucks chickens.
I'm sorry.
I do not want to know what was in that. Oh shit. The chicken fucker's a mage.
Shane says this place is radioactive as hell.
Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore, do you, buddy boy?
Oh, right, because the elixir cured everything, it must be something that sort of protects him against radiation as well.
In preparation for repopulating our neighboring Vault 32, Overseer Betty will be sending out vault assignments.
It would be interesting if there is more to these raiders than them just being raiders. I do now think that they might be different than normal raiders just by the fact they're aligned with Moldaver. What happened here? What the fuck?
I wouldn't do something like that!
Oh, more death. I wish it would end.
Are these the raiders or vault residents?
Words have meaning.
Well, that makes me think that woman is directly behind this poisoning. Interesting detail to show her icing her vagina there. This woman's vagina has been doing all the tricks this season. What you got in store for us next episode? She's going to be shooting some ping pong balls like a junk jet.
Don't be too long. I'm holding the baby, so you have to pack everything. We'll miss you, Norm.
Oh man, I hope this cousin's going to be alright in Vault 32.
I feel like this is a good moment for a fresh start. You think so?
And also, it makes me really worried for Lucy's brother moving forward, because it feels like they've just isolated him from all his friends. They've moved everyone he knows into 32, and he's the only one left in 33, stuck with that overseer. Hey, tell me Cooper's gonna rescue this dog. Yes, thank God. Cooper and the dog were a good combo as well. Was that episode 3 we got that? Episode 2?
Let's go find your daddy.
Hey. Back in good hands. This'll be interesting. I hope we get to see what he hears this episode. I bet they leave it as a cliffhanger, but I would love to see some scenes this episode as to what he's hearing. To some extent, I still get the moral conflict, but at the same time, it is a fucking big, significant deal that a group's approaching you, telling you, like, look, listen, your wife isn't who she claims to be. Listen to this, and you will see. That's not you being snoopy or weird of your own initiative and an untrusting partner. That's you having legitimate cause for concern. You've been approached by a serious group offering you technology just so you find out who your wife really is. You know he's thinking about it.
No dogs in the vault, huh?
Was that the thing that swung his distrust back into gear? Don't blame him. Bunch of dogless, soulless, void-hearted, stone-fleshed pieces of shit, no good son of a bitch, sewer-dwelling, dog-hating cunts.
I'm sorry, dog meat, but you ain't him.
Oh, he even called the dog dog meat. That is always the name the dog gets given in the video games.
Great job on these booby traps, by the way. Really good. Hey, thanks.
Are these ghouls or just actual people?
Oh, shit.
Fucking hell. I hope he hasn't shot Lucy.
We just want the head.
Who are you?
I'm the person who got it off.
Don't put your hands up. He's just ran out of bullets. Oh shit. That is a fucking brutal booby trap. I don't know if the Squire's gonna survive this one. Arrow through the neck.
Why am I not dead?
It looks like it's went directly through both carotid arteries. Oh no.
I think you might be a ghoul.
Yeah, he's just turned into a ghoul. Oh shit, the Brotherhood are coming. How in the hell did they locate Maximus or the Squire?
Daddy's give me the head.
Huh?
I'll slow them down. You'll have time to run.
Did you do that for me?
I thought the Squire was still working on behalf of the Brotherhood. I guess not.
They want a head? I'm gonna give them a head.
Maximus is such a G for this. Hey! Not quite as good as on making your cock explode, but you'll get there. Appreciate the visual gag. Well, here we go. How are the Brotherhood going to respond to everything that Maximus has done? At least they're not catching him in his power armor.
I'm not going.
Every vault.
I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not going.
That's the smartest decision he could make.
I live there.
Wow, these guys are quick to turn into Nazis, aren't they?
Interim Overseer of Vault 32, Stephanie Harper.
No way! Kill Bill Assassin Lady! I hope I'm wrong. The cousin, Kill Bill Assassin Lady, the chubby guy from the bookstore in You. There's lots of good characters going over to 32 now, and I don't want to see them all die. Even mind-controlled voting mustache guy has to go. It's like the worst case scenario because I fear for all these guys having to go to Vault 32 and I fear for Lucy's brother now he's isolated in Vault 33. It's a horrible outcome. What's he doing? Shit, straight to the Overseer's office. This is risky, man. I hope you find something quickly. Hey, I'm very good at this password game, by the way. I would have this cracked in a second. Damn, he got it first time. How the fuck did he do that? There was me hyping up my skills. This guy shits on me. Oh fuck, he's getting direct communication with 31. This'll be interesting, but again, he has to be quick. Compromised. What will they say back to this? I've got a horrible feeling as well. They are not going to reveal the entirety of this plot by the end of next episode. I've got a feeling this storyline is going to go into season 2. And it's going to annoy me because I want to know now. Is he actually going to go in place of Betty? They're not even going to let him through the door. Well, if he can get in, I would love to see what's inside this vault. You know what's fucked? I wish I knew how much of this was a set and how much of it was, you know, Unreal Engine 5, because nowadays I just assume everything I see, background, everything is Unreal Engine, but I'll bet a lot of this is sets that I'm no longer appreciating because CGI is getting so good I just assume it to be. And it still means something to me if it's an actual set, regardless of the quality of the CGI. Well, we've had 3 Vault snoops this season at least. We've had multiple into 32 of course. We also had the Vault 4 one, but this is by far the most interesting one yet. Oh, fuck off. Are you shitting me, Fallout? Really, Fallout? That's how you're gonna treat me, yeah? Okay. Just gotta make me wait 7 days now, yeah? That's how you wanna live your life. That's how you wanna go around treating people. No, it's fine, man. It's fine. You do you. Yeah, writer. Yeah. Sneaky little shit I've called you in the past. I know. Was I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I yet wrong? Have I been proven wrong? You sneaky, clever little shit. Do not end episodes with close-up character reaction shots of something shocking and then cut to black or I will strangle you while wearing power armor. Good job though. Okay, and that was episode 7 of season 1 of Fallout, The Radio, and I will be back in just a minute with my thoughts on that. So, The Radio, what did I think of that? What another absolutely great episode. First of all, I loved how they turned Vault 4 on its head and showed that these guys aren't really bad. They were almost using that classic, you know, Hunchback of Notre Dame angle of perceiving them as strange, thus evil, because of their abnormal appearances, and also the shit Lucy saw up in that creepy scientific level of the Vault last episode, but in fact they were very peaceful and they'd managed to conquer their evil scientist overlords. Even gave Lucy 2 weeks supplies on the way out. What a hilarious scene of Maximus coming to the rescue in power armor unnecessarily and knocking the security guards about. That was hilarious. And in the flashback segments, Moldaver has convinced Cooper to hack into his wife's Pip-Boy so he's able to listen in on her. And I think curiosity is going to get the better of him next episode and he's going to hear some shit that's going to shock him. And that scene between Maximus and Lucy when, you know, he came clean with her and he was talking about how he's not really a good person, etc., and they leveled with one another. I just absolutely love the way that was written and the way Maximus's character has progressed this season. It's been brilliant. And then they caught up with the Squire at the radio tower and he backed up into one of the booby traps, got an arrow through the neck, which instantly gave him the ghoul virus. A tough day at the office, but at least he didn't bleed to death because that shit went directly through both of his arteries. So, you know, if it's ghoul or death, you would take ghoul. And a few of my friends who talk to me say to me the ghoul's the best part about this show. The show drags when the ghoul's not on screen. And what's interesting to me is both of my friends that have said that to me were people who watched the show but had not played the games. Now me as a player of the games, and I would be interested to see if any other players of the game felt the same in the comments, but for me the most interesting thing this series has been the Vault 33, Vault 32, Vault 31 Trinity story angle. It's been so interesting and really captures the vibe of uncovering a mystery in one of the vaults in the actual games. And I mean, this vault's got layers upon layers of shit going on when you think about it, because first of all, the actual father brother, who was the overseer, is still being held by Moldaver on the surface. God knows what that's about and how that's going to culminate. And then we got the weird Vault 31 bleeding overseers into 33 and pushing people into 32, which last time we saw didn't end well, and unfortunately a new batch have been sent there. And I just hope it doesn't end badly for, you know, Lucy's cousin, Eye Patch Kill Bill assassin lady, and all the rest of them. I even know her name now, Stephanie. Fuck you, Stephanie. You're Eye Patch Kill Bill assassin lady. Enjoy. And as the episode ended, we saw that group get moved into 32. And Lucy's brother, who I still don't know the name of. I mean, he might as well be Lucy's brother the entire series at this point, because we only have one episode left. I do apologise, he's been doing a brilliant job in this storyline. But he takes that opportunity to hack into the Overseer's terminal, guesses the password correctly, first time by the way, which, not gonna lie, it really struck a nerve with me. I used to think I was good at hacking terminals, and this little shit just steps up and picks like the fucking 6th password down and boom, correct first time. Go fuck yourself, Lucy's brother. I'm pleased that there was no female cousin equivalent for you to fuck down there, right? But yeah, Hacker Man gets it right first time and goes into Vault 31. The vault door closes behind him, and the episode ends with him spotting something on the ground, and there was a weird like machine noise happening, some sort of repetitive noise, almost sounding like a broken robot. His face looks shocked. Cut to black. So I have no idea what this first thing he saw in Vault 31 was, but all I will say is, regardless of how fucked up it is, that is what he has seen in the initial corridor past the vault door. What the fuck lies deeper into the actual vault? And you know, there might be hidden levels and scientific levels like other vaults we've seen have as well, so who knows how vast it is. So I hope, even though it is the finale next episode, that they do dedicate at least a good 20 minutes of screen time to seeing Lucy's brother in Vault 31. I know we've got to at least progress or wrap some shit up with that head taking it to Moldaver story arc. I feel like since that was the first thing we kicked off this season with, that's the most likely thing that might be getting tied up next episode. I think it's far more likely than the Vault Triangle mystery to be wrapped up next episode. And it's going to be brilliant even if that is the only thing they do wrap up, because they've created so many, really, when you think about it, they've created so many mysteries that are going to bleed into season 2. That one comment made by the leader of the government to Cooper about you're still trying to find her, that has got to be a loved one. And it makes me think, because of the flashbacks, that's got to be his daughter. Either that or potentially his wife, but to me it makes more sense that in some way perhaps his daughter is still alive. Then we got the Vault Triangle. We've got Vault 4 introduced. Whether or not we ever see it again, it was a great little location to visit. Then we've got the kidnapping of Lucy's dad, which might be tied up at the same time as the head, because obviously the head's being brought to Moldaver in exchange for Lucy's father, if Lucy brings her the head, or at least that's what we've been led to believe thus far. And I haven't even mentioned it, but then what the fuck is going to happen when the Brotherhood get hold of Maximus? I mean, they've just set up all these story arcs to perfectly have some great moments in this next episode, so yeah, even if we see just a few of those, I won't be mad if they save some of them for season 2. And I've said this after the last 3 or 4 episodes, but it's because I feel like it is truly upward inclined for me from good and interesting to like great and interesting. And I'm just so happy as a genuine Fallout fan. Not to say I'm trying to be a gatekeeper, I'm cool with anybody becoming a Fallout fan at any point, and I would never be a smarmy dick if I knew more than them or nothing, because everybody learns at their own pace, and one day they may know more than me, and I would hope they don't become a smarmy dickhead back. So I'm certainly not a gatekeeper of things that I'm passionate about, because I understand that art is for everyone, whether you know everything about it or just like it on a casual level. But needless to say, as a person who cares that much about the games, I'm so happy this show's really great. This is definitely getting a season 2 as well. Like, as good as this turned out, I haven't even checked, but I imagine they instantly greenlit a season 2 of this shit. And the only bad thing I have to say is I cannot believe I have to wait 7 days to see how some of these storylines culminate. This writer is a talented but hellbound, no good piece of shit still. Genius, son of a bitch, piece of shit, legend, really clever, low life scum, but he has got me gripped. to the very final episode, so he's did a great job, all joking aside, and I cannot wait till next week now. If you've liked this video, click like, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this, ring the bell to be notified as to when they drop. If there's anything you want to talk about, comment down below, and share this around to anyone you think might appreciate it or want to watch these reactions along with us. My Patreon link is down in the description. If you become a patron, you get access to my blog, you get access to these reactions I put on YouTube a month and a half in advance, and you also get access to full-length versions of everything I react to. So consider becoming a patron. It helps me and my channel out so much, and until next time, I have been BA, peace.